Hi, my name is Paweł Spychalski and I did not want to shoot this video. Why? Because with this video I have to admit to a failure and nobody really wants to admit to a failure. And the topic of today's failure, okay, it's not mine failure, but it's a failure indeed. It's the Nano Talon. I have to say that Nano Talon is crap. Period. If you will go through all my videos about this Nano Talon small airplane, you will see that the level of my enthusiasm towards this design was slightly going on a slope downward. So how to say it, because I really don't want to say that it's a bad airplane. No, I have to say it is a bad airplane. On the first glance, it's really awesome. It looks good. It looks really cool. It has a lot of space. It's kind of well thought through in terms of what goes where. You can put everything you want in there. It has so many space, so many hatches to put stuff inside. It fits everything you really need, and you can put a lot of batteries into this and fly and yeah. The only thing that Nano Talon is not doing good is flying, unfortunately, because I know some people in the comments of my previous videos said that, oh, this is only a trainer airplane, you should not spin it to 122 kilometers per hour, blah blah blah. No, this airplane just does not want to fly good, no matter what the speed is. It's 40 kilometers per hour, 50 kilometers per hour. I can manage my throttle. I know that if I put it to 40%, it is 40%, not 100. It stalls easily. It's very wobbly. The yaw control is a joke. The pitch control kind of works good. No, really, I have to say, pitch control on Nano Talon is good. Good job on that. Roll control. Oh, the roll control is some... It's a joke, because what Nano Talon does, it never really flies levelly. It always tries to tilt to one side, so that it has small dihedral, so one of the wings is flat, and it flies like that. If you want to correct this with a yaw movement, you move the stick. Not with the stick movement, you move the stick, nothing happens, and then it switches to the other. You cannot really fly this thing straight. It's always tilted to one side. Even after I glued the linkage, I glued the wings to the fuselage, I made everything stiff and right, not moving at all. It did not want it to fly straight. If you try to apply at least some of the yaw using the rudder, it also goes into a roll, and if you apply too much of the yaw, it goes into flat spin. So no, it flies okayish, only when there is absolutely no wind. Completely still air, you cruise like 40-50 kilometers per hour, and it's okayish. It really flies. Slightest wind, really something that other airplanes wing I own, it's like, come on, there's nothing to compare. In the S800, maybe it's not the perfect. Okay, it's not the perfect, but I really can fly S800 in almost any conditions. And it just goes through the air, everything is fine. They are kinda comparable in size. Really, the size difference is not that big. My S800 weighs only like, I don't want to lie, 75 grams more than Nano Talon, and it behaves completely different in the air. I've built a few airplanes and designed a few simple airplanes from Depron using the KFM airfoils, and those things I've made without really knowing what I'm doing and just cutting Depron and gluing stuff together was flying better than the bloody Nano Talon. Come on! Yeah. And it's not definitely a good trainer airplane, because trainer should be very forgiving, and Nano Talon is not forgiving. You try to yaw too much, you try to roll too much, and it just stalls with a tip stall, and you really are screwed while trying to recover. So no, I'm sorry, this is just a bad airplane, and I really regret I got it. I will not. I wonder what I'm gonna do with my Nano Talon. After I glue everything together, it's no longer portable. Probably I will just convert this into some kind of a flyer. I will remove the FPV gear, put a 3S battery on this, get rid of flight controller and fancy radios, and maybe then magically it will like behave slightly better in the air. But I really doubt it. It's just bad design. Something is bloody wrong with this aeroplane. Nano Talon is a bad aeroplane, but at least I've learned a few things. I've wasted a lot of money. No, not that a lot. Okay, $100. It's not cheap. It's not like it's super expensive. So absolutely not worth the money. No. Get yourself Z84 S800, much cheaper, much better. They are not really even comparable. This is all for today. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up, please subscribe, please visit my Patreon page. You might find something interesting over there. And this is all about the Nano Talon. If nothing major will happen, there will be no other videos about Nano Talon. I'm slowly preparing for a new airplane for me. This time it will be something slightly bigger, slightly heavier, and slightly even more expensive than the Talon, because it will be because I already ordered mini drag. Yeah, that thing looks cool, right? And I really hope it's gonna fly better than the Nano Talon. Oh, it has to. I'm sure it will be. Yeah. Okay, that's all for today. Until the next one. Ciao.